Hello, my name is Catherine Jilks and I'm the Outreach Coordinator at Heritage Saskatchewan. Today we're going to learn about the basic requirements for the video presentation category at the Virtual Heritage Fair. If you want to create a video for your Virtual Heritage Fair project, here are the basic requirements. You need to have one video as your main video. This is the video that the judges will consider as your presentation. Your main video must be at least 1 minute long and no more than 10 minutes long. If you are doing a bilingual project, you can do 2 main videos, one in each language. If you are in a partnered or group project, you do not all have to appear in the video. If you are in a partnered or group project, you can each contribute separate parts of the main video, and these do not need to be edited together into one video. But still, all of your smaller contributions to the main video must be under 10 minutes long in total. You can also submit other videos as supplemental materials to enhance your project. Because videos can sometimes have technical difficulties, it is always good to submit non-video materials as well to help the judges. Such materials can include a written paper, a copy of your script, photos of your project, or a PowerPoint going over the basics of your presentation. You can do different types of videos. You can record your presentation in front of your display, like this, or you can also create animation sequences or do close-ups of a model. If you want to, and if you are comfortable doing so, you can create a short documentary. You do not have to appear in your video. You can record your voice and edit it over images of your project. You can also be off-camera, which works well if you want to show off models or do reenactments. If you are doing this as a project in your classroom, teachers can set requirements for their classes, such as having everyone do the same type of video. Students can choose what type of video that they submit to the Virtual Heritage Fair, and it may be different from the project that they create for class. The important thing is to be yourself. Videos can be as formal as you want. You can dress up as much as you want. You can be funny and whimsical as long as you respect your topic and your audience. You can build models or dioramas, reenact events using toys or online sources, and involve your family members. Any topic can make for a good video. You might need to narrow down your topic, such as focusing on a couple key persons or events, in order to keep your video shorter than 10 minutes. Make sure your video has a good introduction and conclusion. Make sure to write out what you are going to say and read it aloud before you start recording. Time yourself reading it aloud to make sure that it fits within the time limit. Make sure to plan ahead. Videos take much longer to edit together than they do to record. You might also need to record yourself several times. If you want to interview anyone, if you want to get footage of specific places, you need to plan around other people's schedules. It is always good to have a backup plan if your first idea for the video does not work out. Here are some basic tips about making Virtual Heritage Fair videos. Think of the camera as the audience's eyes. The camera should be at your eye level so that the audience is not looking up or down at you. Present to the camera or to someone standing just to the side of it. If you are using a phone to record your video, hold it horizontally. If you are not appearing in the video, or when you do a close-up, the camera is still the audience's eyes. Present as though the audience is next to you and you are showing them your display. Make sure that the camera has a chance to focus so that the audience can see what you are showing them before you move on to another part of your project. Avoid quick or sudden movements with the camera. If there is something that you really want to show the audience, like a slideshow, artifact, photo, etc., consider also submitting it separately from your video so that the audience can go back over it after they have finished watching. Edit out mistakes and long pauses as much as possible, although it is okay to speak naturally. Avoid recording everything in one long take. Memorize as much as possible, but remember that you can use cues such as cards, your display, or something off camera like a computer to help you remember. But avoid simply reading your paper on camera. If you are going to interview anyone, make sure to go over any interview questions with them before you start recording. This will make them feel more comfortable and will make your video easier to edit later. Use subtitles when possible. Subtitles are good for the following reasons: to provide translation, to clarify a verbal mistake, like saying 1863 when you meant 1763, to break up your presentation into smaller pieces, similar to the titles on a display board, and to make yourself understood if there is background noise, such as if you are outside, and as a label to explain who someone is in a photograph or an interview. Suggestions on what to wear for your video. Loose-fitting, comfortable clothing. How formal you want to be is your choice. A uniform, costume, regalia, etc. that is relevant to your presentation. A shirt with a logo or slogan or photo that is relevant to your presentation. Or perhaps clothing with your school logo or mascot. Do not include anyone else in your video without their consent, unless you are filming in a public place like a park and they are in the background. This also includes people who are not appearing in person in the video, for example, if you interviewed your grandmother through video chat. Make sure to get their permission before you interview or record them. Also include their names in your credits. You can be inspired by online videos, for example from YouTube or TikTok, but remember that this is a school project, not an entertainment piece. Online presenters may use shock value and mean jokes to get more views. This is not appropriate for a Heritage Fairs video. Instead, check out videos online whose main purpose is education. Use the equipment that you have. If you have access to a smartphone, tablet, or other recording device at home or school, use those to create your video. Windows MovieMaker and iMovie will help you create good quality videos. If you have access to other equipment through family or friends, it is fine to use those too. For some editing tutorials on YouTube, see the list on screen and on our website. As you're editing your main video, keep in mind that you can include additional videos such as full interviews, a complete performance, outtakes, an in-depth tour of your artifacts or photo albums, or a fun skit or reenactment separately from your main video presentation. These will enhance the viewing experience for the judges and audience, especially if they have an interest in the topic. Most importantly, remember to have fun and not be intimidated by other videos or projects. This is not a contest for best video production or acting, although there may be prizes for some of these skills. Everyone has different abilities, comfort levels, and resources. In the end, what is most important is that you teach your audience about your Heritage Fairs topic and discuss its importance to Canadian heritage.